Hi, guys. We only have 4 sessions of math this week because we are working really hard to determine if equations are true or if they're false. So this session 3, lesson number 9, we're on page 197. Oh my gosh, we're making it so far into our book. It doesn't have a try it. It starts out with model it in the green. Looks like this. And it says use cubes, show 2 pairs of number partners for 8. So we just ended yesterday doing all these equations to 8, but I suggest you break out your erasers, your cubes, and you play around and don't even look at yesterday's work because this will help you understand a little bit more. So I'm going to do 2 pairs. A pair has 2 in them. So that means I need 1 pair and I need another pair. Like you have 2 pairs of shoes, 2 pairs of socks. Okay, so I have 2 different ways to get to 8. And down here I have my 8 counters, like you guys need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've kind of broken them into 2 different groups by putting a plus sign in between, but you guys can break them into 2 different groups and just pretend that that plus sign is there. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1, 2 gets me to 8. 6, 7, 8. That's 1 pair that I came up with for 6 plus 2. Now another pair, I'm just going to say, all right, there you go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those are my 2 pairs. You are more than welcome to do a couple other pairs. We did a lot yesterday with these. We came up with 5. The book asked for 4. So write your own, because then down at the bottom, I'm going to move this down. Erase that. Underneath it says, number 1, complete the number bonds to show the partners. Use the number partners to complete the equations. So here it says 8, and it breaks it apart. And here it says 8, and it breaks it apart. Okay, you're really going to know how to break these numbers apart when you get to be older and you're doing multiplication and division, because they're going to say if you can't multiply times 8, you can multiply it by 5 and multiply it by 3 and then add it back together, and there's your answer. Mind blown, right? So this is why it's really important. So here it says 8 equals blank plus blank. And then here it says blank plus blank equals 8. Same thing, just written a different way. So then we know blank plus blank equals blank plus blank. That's all in your book. All I did was write it down so you can follow me on here. So what I did is I'm going to use these numbers from up here and I'm going to fill in my number bond. Here I said the first one is 6 plus 2 equals 8. 6 plus 2 equals 8. The next one I did was 5 plus 3 equals 8. 5 plus 3 equals 8. Then I'm going to take it and I'm going to fill it in. 8 equals 6 plus 2. And 8 equals 5 plus 3 equals 8. Now, all you're going to do is take these equations and bring them down here. So then you know that 6 plus 2 is the same as 5 plus 3. 6 plus 2 when you add it together gets 8. 5 plus 3 when you add it together gets 8. 8 is the same as 8. Whether it's broken into 6 and 2 or 5 and 3, you're still going to have 8. Let that sink in for a little bit because that is kind of confusing. I came up with 2 pairs, 2 number partners to get to 8. I filled in the number bonds. 6 and 2 makes 8. 5 and 3 makes 8. I wrote them in off to the sides. 8 equals 6 plus 2. 5 plus 3 equals 8. And then I just brought them down because I'm still dealing with the same number, which is 8. I just broke it down differently, right? I had these and I broke them down into different ways. All right, now what I would like you to do is, sorry, my computer's saying, turn the page, and we're now on page 198, and it says connect it. So this is the same thing. You're just going to find partners for those number bonds that are missing. So it says find partners with equal totals. Complete the equations. So here, instead of doing 8, we're doing 7. And they gave us 1 and 4. So I'm going to erase all of this. Okay, and then we have, we'll erase that. And yeah, okay. What the hey? What the hey? All right, so the first one is 7. Oops, I had 4 on the brain. 7. And the one they give you is 4. And then this one is 1 and 7. And so then they say 7 equals 4 plus blank, and 1 plus blank equals 7. Then you're going to pull it down, and it says 4 plus blank equals blank plus blank. Did I write that one right? 4 equals 4 plus. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's the first one. So now I have to figure out what goes in here. So we're going to start out at 4, and we're going to stop counting until we get to 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. So now I know one number partner is 4 and 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So now I know 7 equals 4 plus 3. 4 plus 3 is the same as, well, I know I can drop this 1 down because 1 is a part of the equation. But what else is it? So I'm going to start at 1. I'm going to stop at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I added 6 fingers on to my 1 to get to 7. So now I know 1 plus 6 equals 7. And I just bring it down here. 4 plus 3 is the same as 1 plus 6. Those are true equations. They are the same. They get the same answer. Okay, they're both correct. So now they want us to do 9. So we're going to do the sum of 9, which means we're going to add together 2 add-ins to get the sum of 9. Our total is 9. The first one is 9. Go to 4. So 9 equals 4 plus blank. And then here I have 9. And it is 7. So I have 7 plus, who knows, to 9. And then down at the bottom, blank plus blank is the same as blank plus blank. So this side's going to equal 9. This side's going to equal 9. It's just how you're breaking it down is going to be different. So we're going to start at 4. We're going to count on until 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5. So I can fill this in. Now I know 9 equals 4 plus 5. And here is that number partner. I can break down 9 into 5 and 4. Now 7 is where I'm going to start over here. I'm going to stop at 9. So 7, 8, 9, 2. Whoop, I forgot to do it up there too. So now I know that 4 plus 5 is the same as 7 plus 2. Both of them equal 9. They're just different ways. They're just broke up differently. Isn't this fun? I think this is fun. I love all the math though, but that's okay. Some of you may not, and the more that you do it, the easier it hopefully will get. And even if it doesn't, hopefully you get that confidence and that like, man, I did something hard today. The next page has the same stuff we've been doing. So it has an example on the top. It's just practicing what we've been doing. So number 1 on page 199 with the green at the top says find partners with equal totals. Complete the equations. So the totals are over here. This is where it equals. They're both going to total 4. It's just getting there looks different. So this one is 4 equals 2 plus, what do we add into the 2 to get to 4? This one is 3. So we say blank 3 plus blank equals 4. And then again, down at the bottom, 2 plus that one is the same as 3 plus blank. So we're going to start at 2 and we're going to stop at 4. 2, 3, 4. That's 2. So 4 can be broken down into 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 is the same. 4 can also be broken down into 3, 4. Into 3 plus 1. 2 plus 2 is the same as 3 plus 1. Just broken down differently. Turn the page. Oh, Jax. Cool. We have a friend named Jack. All right, find patterns with equal totals. I'm sorry, not patterns, partners. Here we're dealing with a total of 6. And they have it top to bottom, which is totally fine. Don't let it confuse you. 6, and then 6, and 4. So here it is 6 equals 5 plus blank. And here it is 4 plus blank equals 6. And then you have blank plus blank equals blank plus blank. But you know, both sides are going to equal 6. There it is, all around. Number bonds can look differently, so don't let this trick you either. We're going to start at 5, stop at 6. Start at 5, count on to 6. 5, 6. So now I know 5 plus 1 equals 6. You fill that in down there. 5 plus 1 is 6. 4, 5, 6. 2, 4 plus 2. Then you're going to bring that down here. 5 plus 1 is the same as 4 plus 2. When I add 5 plus 1, I get 6. When I add 4 plus 2, I get 6. But I can break 6 into 2 different ways. Actually, I can make it more than that, but this is what the code gave us. You could also do 3 plus 3. You could also do 0 plus 6, like we did earlier with 8. All right, number 3, choose numbers, make a true equation, then make a false equation. Ooh, fun. Okay, let's see. It says to choose numbers. And it gives us a true equation, so we'll write true up here. And it says 5 plus blank equals blank plus 6. Okay, and then the options they give us are 3, 1, and 2. Yep, and then down here we're going to do a false equation, which means it's going to be wrong. And it's the same one. It's 5 plus blank equals blank plus 6. So I'm going to just choose a number. And you can choose a number that's different or the same for me. But when I choose a number to go in here, I have to choose a different number to go in here where both sides equal the same amount because we're doing a true one. So I'm going to do 5, and I'm just going to choose the first one. 3. Well, I need to know what 5 plus 3 is. 5, 6, 7, 8. So this equals 8. I'm just going to put it down there because it helps me know what I'm doing. 5 plus 3 equals 8. Now, this one, this side, has to equal 8. So I'm going to start counting at 6. I'm going to stop at 8. And however many I went was what I'm adding to 6 to get to 8. 6, 7, 8. 2. Is that one of my numbers? Absolutely. So 6, 7, 8. 6 plus 2 equals 8. Or I could do 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 plus 3 and get 8. That is a true statement. Now down here, I'm going to do a false equation. Here was true. This one is false. So the same thing. I'm just going to pick a number. I'm going to go with 1 this time because it didn't get used at all. This one likes to be fair. So 5 plus 1 Let's solve it. 5, 6. 5 plus 1 equals 6. So I know this side has to equal 6, okay? This side already equals 6. So any number I choose is going to equal not 6. So it's already false. But let's just do 2. 6, count on 2 fingers. 6, 7, 8. This side equals 8. This is a false equation because they do not equal the same amount. So again, I could have chosen 1 because it would have been 6, 7. It would have equaled 7. Could have chosen 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. It would have been 9. All right. I hope that makes sense. And most importantly, I feel like I say that all the time, but most importantly, I hope you're having fun and you're not giving up. So feel free to watch these videos again and again. Tomorrow, we are doing our last session for the week. We have 4 sessions this week, so awesome. All right, good job, my darlings.